Good morning, folks. Rodney here. How you doing? We got Brad Alston in the chat. We got Dominic waiting in the green room. And, well, I guess since there's nobody else to call out, I'll just go ahead and bring Dominic in. Hey, Dom.
Good evening. Good evening.
Uh-oh. I'm having sound issues.
It's a bit crackly.
Or your microphone's way low.
A bit low.
I just barely hear you.
Okay, how's that?
No, still can't hear you. Hang on a minute.
Hello?
Okay, so it must be me. Oh, I know why. Duh. I still got the headphones.
Help, I reckon.
I still got the headphones hooked up.
Yeah. So,
the only time
audio's better now?
Yeah, I hear you better now. The only time I wear headphones is when my wife is here and sleeping. Johnny Dronefly, good morning. Let's see, we got Twin Brook Acres in the house. B-Rad, SJM Drones and Media. Steve, good morning to you from across the pond. So, how you been doing, Dominic?
Oh, it's been all right. A bit of a rainy day. Nothing that exciting to report.
Yeah. I went, like I mentioned earlier, I went flying to, you know what, let me get rid of these headsets. Hang on a minute.
Johnny. No. Can't hear you now. You're muted.
Okay,
now we've got it.
Yeah, I forget when I turn off my headsets, it automatically mutes the bottom.
Okay.
The bottom.
Hi, TJ. Hi, Brad. Johnny.
Teach, good morning.
Russell. I think they're all coming. No, I didn't get a chance today, Brad. I haven't had a chance for a couple of days. The weather's been awful. So let's see what tomorrow brings. It is Saturday night.
There's a rabbit out by our air conditioning unit.
Yeah.
And Tai is sitting pawing at the window, and I couldn't figure out what she was pawing at. She was looking at that rabbit. She was wanting to get to that rabbit, but she can't.
Okay.
So Brad's hoping to get in Nevada soon. All right.
No, good luck. Okay. Ronnie.
Lone Star UAV. Kai, good morning.
Yep.
Ronnie, good morning. Working on a cholesterol sandwich. All right.
Oh, great to hear.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Exactly.
So.
But
anyway, Brad, are you going to be out doing any flying today? I am hoping to get over and do some flying. Oh, here comes Mr. Lovely. I got a few words for him today.
Okay.
Three times I posted a request.
Did you?
And you just totally ignore me.
I do.
And to be quite honest with you, love lady, I'm getting sick of it. You need to quit ignoring me.
But I do it so well.
You do. I'll give you that, brother. I'll give you that. You ignore me really well.
So let's see here. All right. So I have this app that I've put together that shows me if you're telling me the truth or not, right? So anyway, I need to make this bigger so that you can see it. Now now I see Rodney Bell in here twice. I don't see 3 times, I see twice. Now let's see what you had. No, there's a 3rd time. All right, so now let's see what you had to say here. Let's see what you had to say. Just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in. Is that the one?
Yeah.
I wonder why I ignored that.
I don't know. I even put request twice.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I know what it is. And this is the truth. I'll make this even bigger yet. You notice that that I heard or I saw the request for the streak, but I didn't see your request for just dropped in. No, I don't see a reason for it now. I'm looking. Sometimes you use a capital R, and I know for sure that used to work, but it doesn't work anymore. But I see you did it what I would call right. You did it with all lowercase, and I missed it. I don't know. I don't have an excuse. But
Yeah.
I know you don't.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm kind of proud of this app. This builds on the fly while I'm doing the live stream.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. So at some point I'll probably show it, so if somebody puts something in the chat, you can see it there within less than a second. So it's pretty cool. I don't have to wait anymore for it to see the chats like I used to.
Will that do all the chats like that? I
have a monitor that I've set up that it checks every 15 minutes to see if I'm live, right? And if I am, then it monitors that chat. Yes, it can watch any chat from any person that's public.
So is request the key word to make it record or because?
No, that's filtered. I wish I could share on this iPad. I just cannot, but I'll show you best I can from this phone. Up at the top of this.
Sorry, Peter.
I've been waiting for hours.
Hi, Peter.
Peter.
Hi, everyone.
Hang on. Peter,
Evening. Someone's echoing.
Oh, no, what have I done?
Is that me?
Maybe it's Dennis.
Hang on.
Hang on. I'm going to mute Dennis.
Peter.
Any echo now?
No. It's still echoing.
Hang on.
Mute Peter.
Hey, Peter? Yeah, I think
it's Peter's problem.
Yeah. Peter, check your sound. You're echoing it.
All right.
Hello?
I'm still here.
Yeah. Okay, so Peter is working on his echo.
Okay.
So go ahead. Now you were talking about.
All right, so up at the top of this page, I have controls where I can say I want to filter the request, the messages based on something, and that something is specified over here, the word request. See that? Anyway, so I can just take that filter away and refresh, and when I do, then all of the chats are there, regardless of whether they say request or not.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so
that's pretty slick.
Yeah, it took me a little while to put that together, but it works. So yeah, so you can see without exposing what people said. Oh, Spindle's Workshop. Now, see, somehow I missed Spindle's Workshop in there, but
No,
those are the people.
I didn't even see that.
no, I didn't either.
That should be okay now.
Anyway, yeah, it is better. It is better, Peter. So you see that under?
No,
Yeah,
no,
no,
really an echo.
No, it's not better.
Is that?
So if I click on any one of these, it won't work right now because my video is being processed. But those are live links. So if I click on the hello everyone, it'll go to that moment in that video.
Oh, okay, cool.
Or whatever. So yeah,
Hi, Paul, wagering big.
this is what I used to do, right? So I still do that in my spare time. So
Hey, Paul. Wedging Big's in the house. The view
hey,
chaser.
what's your name, Paul?
Let me say hi to some people here.
Okay.
Johnny Drone Flyer, good morning. The View Chaser, Danny, good morning. T Giggles and Drones. Let's see. Brad Austin's in the house. Wedging Big, Paul. Holy Echo. That's cute.
Holy echo, Peter.
Okay.
Yep.
Peter, do you have your sound back on now?
It's back on there. Is that better?
Yeah,
So
it's not
far.
echoing.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay. You're done good, Peter.
We got Fly Natural in the house.
We got Rodney Bell.
Whoa, cat. Chill.
Yeah, not sure why I was doing that, but I just had to turn on the StreamYard processing. So I had the StreamYard processing turned off.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Which it shouldn't echo with that when you're using headphones. Unless I've got the speakers. I haven't got the speakers turned on anyway.
Yeah.
I'm aware of anyway.
Truckers put the echo on the CBs on purpose back in the day. Yeah. Oh, Jerry Franks is in the house too.
So I have two iPads, right? And I use them for live streaming. That's really the only reason I have a second one. But sometimes I utilize that second one. I'll record songs that I'm looking at my songbook on one iPad. On one iPad, and on the other iPad, I have a voice recorder thing that I can record my music with. And then anyway, I found out this morning that app that does recording never allows the screen to dim. It holds the screen bright.
Oh.
It doesn't allow the screen to time out and go dark. And so that iPad that I did the recording with, I was just recording one of those songs I did this morning. And that iPad that I did that recording with had that voice app on it, and it was not plugged into power. And when I woke up, when I got into the kitchen this morning, it was down to 21%.
Oh, that's why you had to end early.
Yeah, so I did my best. I used a fast charger on it and did my best while I was watching your show to bring it up. And I got it up to 41%, but that's not enough. So I had to cut my program short.
Well,
That's what that was about.
Yeah, okay. Well, I thought it was something like that.
Yeah.
Jim's Droning's in the house. He just woke up.
Yay.
Hey, Jim's droning.
So, anyway, Dennis, I wanted to ask you: are you by chance going to be going to Minefield?
I'm thinking about it, but it's the second weekend of August, right?
I believe so.
And my wife's birthday is the 15th of August.
Oh.
So I don't know how that's going to. I haven't even looked. I can look see what that is, but
Brad can tell. I don't remember what days it was. I'm thinking it was like the 9th or 10th, 9th and 10th, but I may be wrong.
the 9th and 10th would be at a Wednesday and Thursday.
Oh, well, then it's not the 9th.
But it could be the 12th and 13th. That could work, actually. Where is that, Kentucky or Tennessee? Tennessee's not that far away, depending on where. But I'm going to say tentatively yes, but I can't promise for sure.
Cool. Well, I'm going to be riding down with Brad now.
Yeah.
And so hopefully we'll get to see you there. It's in Brownsville, Texas is where it's at.
Brownsville. All right.
Yeah, and Brad said it's the 19th and 20th.
Okay. Oh, well, that's even better. That should be no problem at all. Brownsville,
Tennessee. It's Tennessee, not Texas.
I know that. Brownsville, okay. Tennessee. So directions 200 miles, 6 hours. Wow. Okay, yeah, because it's well west of Nashville. I got it. Nashville's about 4.5 hours from here.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't see any reason I can't do that.
Yeah, cool. Well, we'll see you there then.
Cool.
Brad put. This is not the first time he's done this. I'm gonna have to tease him about it now. He said in Brownsville, Texas, when he really meant Tennessee. But he caught himself.
Is my audio echoing now?
No, not at all.
No.
Okay.
You're fine.
No, because I just turned the stream out processing off. I thought whatever it was would start echoing again, but it hasn't. So.
No.
Okay.
No.
Jim Hightower, Help at Home Jim, lives in Brownwood, Texas.
That's probably why.
Thanks, Brad.
That confused you, Rodney.
So yeah, we're going to be driving from Richmond, and it's going to be about an 11-hour drive.
Yeah, I'm not surprised because way west of me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when I drove back to Oklahoma or Texas, I would always stop in just outside of Nashville, on this side of Nashville.
Yeah.
And in Murfreesboro.
Murfreesboro, I've been there. Yeah, that's a Civil War town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would stop there and spend the night because that's pretty much the halfway point between Virginia and Oklahoma.
I like that town. I've only been there once. We stayed. There's a state park that's actually not far from there, and we at a state park there in one of their log cabins. It's the only time I've ever done that. And
I had to go when I was working for Cornerstone Automation Systems. I had to go there. There's a Christian distributor, a Christian bookstore distributor there. I can't remember the name of it, but I had to go there and work on one of. They had a weigher that they bought from us, and I had to go work on it. So. Bob Casey in the house.
Hey, Brother Bob.
Yeah, hi, Bob.
I enjoyed your video yesterday. My goodness, you had some wildlife. Those who haven't seen it, Bob, why don't you sorry to invite this on your show.
Go ahead, man. Bob can post a link if he wants to.
Yeah, post a link to that video. That was pretty special. We got birds, we got elk, we have I can't think. Trying to think, but nothing happens. Buffalo, an egret.
Wow.
Lots of wildlife in that.
Big chicken.
Big chicken, that's right. Big chicken.
Yeah, I watched his first video when he did that orbit of the water tower, but I haven't seen the second one yet.
You know, I never even got any notices from him. I need to check his channel.
We did a great orbit of the egg something bridge. I'm impressed that I remember the word egg. Eggs, it's like Eggsville, but it's not Eggsville. It's something like that.
That was that tower, wasn't it? The tower, wasn't it, that he did?
Say that again?
That was the tower, wasn't it? Like a water tower or something? Was that
It was a bridge.
Oh, it must have been a different video then. Because I watched one this morning where he did a sort of 360-degree orbit of a water tower.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So.
No, that's the same video because it started out that way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did
Egna.
he ever post the link?
Egba. Okay.
I don't know. I'm not in. Why would I read chats? Why would I start now?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot. You don't read the chats. You just ignore
Yeah,
people.
exactly.
Only
Oh.
particular people.
Shame me into it. There we go.
I got it.
There we got it.
There it is.
In fact, me and Ronnie posted almost at the same time. Bob Casey says different video.
Oh,
I'm not sure what he's
I'm
talking
sorry,
about.
Bob.
Yeah, that's right. He did upload two. I watched one of them. I haven't watched the second one yet. Which
Michael
hopefully
Blade
will be this one.
FPV. Good morning.
I apologize, Brother Bob, but I thought that started out with an orbit of a water tower, or maybe a partial orbit.
Yeah.
Anyway, you did a nice job on that video, I thought.
Okay.
I didn't hear any music because I saw it on Matt North's program.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, did Matt Nort share it or?
Yeah. I think it was a part of a Matt bump, although he didn't
Yeah.
actually. So.
Yeah, I got a call.
Or if he said so, I wasn't listening. Why would I listen? Like reading the chats. Why would I do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, start now. Yep.
Exactly.
So this apparently happened on Memorial Day. This video. It's Tyson, elk, Bridges, and family land between the lakes.
Oh, that okay. Maybe Matt played both of those videos and I got myself confused.
Good one, Paul.
But I do remember the family bit too.
Yeah, he does have. I the one that yeah. Here, let me post the link to the one you were talking about too, with the orbit of the water
Joe.
tower. This is the one with the water tower. Central City. That's a nice looking water tower.
Yeah.
We can hear it, but not see it.
Oh, I didn't want to share it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if Bob says it's okay to share it, I'll definitely share it. I have no problems doing that. Joe Fodoleo, good morning.
Hey, Joe. Or Ken, or whatever your name is.
And
Okay, so he said he doesn't mind.
Yeah.
So let me.
Let's have a look.
What's your jacket say, Dom?
it's Hawks
Hawks.
football team. Yeah.
When you say football, you're talking about the round one, right?
Yeah, we're talking oval Australian rules football.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so here it is. Can you hear the sound?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
But they look special at night.
like that music.
Yeah. The music really suits the atmosphere.
Awesome.
Yeah, well done, Bob. Love that orbit.
Definitely well done.
Yeah, so all that wildlife is in that second video.
Yeah.
That's right. Bob Casey does do a good job on his video editing.
Yeah.
When I first met him, we met him at Spin Up in 2019. That was the first one I went to, and he came with Mel, and we met. And he said he didn't do a whole lot of editing or anything like that. And man, look at him now.
Yeah.
He's rocking it.
Good.
Good job, Mr. Casey. So, but anyway, Dennis, what do you got planned for today?
All right, I'm going to come up with some sort of request for Scott. Other than that, I don't really have any plans.
Well, I'm not planning on doing much. I've got, I was flying yesterday, and this is the drone I was flying. It's a Baby Hawk HD, and as you can tell,
Seems to be missing a component.
it's
Something's
missing a motor.
gone wrong.
And here's the motor.
Oh.
And I'm not sure what happened, why it happened, or even how it happened. The only thing I can think of is maybe the screws came out, but they didn't see. You know what? I think I just realized. What's that?
See there, I said Scott. It was Jerry Franks actually, but do you see Jerry Franks' comment there?
I can see it. It says,
Can you read it
yeah.
now?
I
Get out the road.
request to make a request.
Okay, but yeah, take a look at the first word request. It's not highlighted. That's my point.
Okay.
Oh.
Interesting.
Isn't
Huh.
it?
We must
Yeah, there's-
get on
It
to
is.
it.
Thank you for doing that, Jerry, and I'm sorry I miscredited you. Yeah, but anyway, that's what I was talking about.
Ah, gotcha.
I forgot I was logged in as request instead of Dennis Lovelady, but it's good because I was able to show you what I was talking about.
Good deal. So anyway, maybe. So I don't know what happened. I don't know if the screws just came loose, or if something happened and the motor got caught on something and stripped the screws out. I just don't know. It just what it did do was it started speeding up. I was coming in for a landing. You know what? Hang on. Let me just show you the video.
Play the videotape.
Yeah. Why are you looking for it? You
Let's go
said
to the video.
it lost all its screws and it started acting funky, and I said, I lost all my screws. I don't act like that.
Yeah. Let's go to the action replay.
Let's see if I can.
Still nothing. Nothing. I'm not even talking.
Okay, I'm going to have to render this video, otherwise you won't see it. So give me a few minutes while we talk. I'll go ahead and render this guy.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just.
Scott says, welcome to FPV.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I tell you what, I'm loving it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got some nice areas to fly around there.
Mm.
Yeah, there's a park in King George County, which is the next county over from us, and that's where I
Yeah.
work at. There's a park there that I want to fly more at, but it's kind of, since it's a public park, there's always people there, so it
Okay,
makes
Ronnie.
it difficult to fly.
Yeah.
Is someone leaving?
Is that the one with the big
It says,
car park in it?
Ronnie's going.
Ronnie,
Oh,
got
hey,
to
Ronnie,
pull a
you have a good
cylinder
day,
head off
brother.
the six banger.
Have a good day,
Have an
Ronnie.
awesome weekend.
What
Yeah,
did
is that-
you say, Peter?
Just asking you if that was the location with the big car park in it. I think you did a video on another location just recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was flying over the ball diamond,
Right. Okay.
the baseball diamond. That's because there were people down in the actual park itself.
Right.
So hang on.
So I think there may be an inside joke for you there.
yeah, I understand it.
What's the difference between Cinderella and Melbourne? Huh. Says it couldn't be processed. I don't understand why.
Yep.
I know Cinderella has 10 letters, Melbourne has 9. That's the difference.
No, it's
could be
it's
it,
a
yeah.
reference to the. I think it's a reference to the soccer final we had here, where Melbourne lost.
Oh,
I think that was the reference.
Yeah, Wedge and
That's
Big
the
got it
only
right
one
there.
I can think of at the
Certainly
moment.
is a bad Aussie joke. Yep.
Yeah,
We'll all agree with
yeah,
it.
I league final.
All right, guys, I'm ready.
Okay.
cool.
Now there's no sound to this.
We'll suffer through.
It only lasts about a minute.
That's okay.
I guess I could have cut part of that out.
Mm.
No need.
And there's no
Got to
sound
build
yet,
the
so-
storyline.
It's not a complete waste of a minute.
So here you can tell there's no indication of anything being loose or anything. But then coming up and watch what it does. I kind of had a hard time controlling it pretty much right at this point. I couldn't get it to do what I wanted it to do.
Seems like a little unstable there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Goodness.
whoops.
Very
Yeah,
unstable
that's
there.
when the
Yeah.
motor came
Yeah,
off.
something went wrong. That's not going well.
So no, but it was good. I got a good 5-minute flight, or about 6. It was more closer to 6 than 5, but
One good
So
thing
how much
you,
damage? I mean, obviously the motor is
so,
wrecked.
yeah, the motor and just the battery strap.
Oh, cool. Then that should be pretty easy to fix.
Oh
Right?
yeah. I just happen to have a spare motor, so I'm good to go.
at least you didn't have to walk too far to pick it up. That was
No,
pretty
it
close.
looked like it was right there.
Yeah.
No, Legend Big. It's not from For Him FPV series. In fact, that part of it hasn't been posted yet. I was just working on that to post it.
Mm-hmm.
But so I'll do that after we're done here, and then I'll get that posted on YouTube. It'll be in my Rodney Bell channel, Paul. So, Jim, I don't know. I don't know if the screws just came out, or
well, this will form part of drone crash investigations.
FAA will be involved, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. But so I can't tell what actually happened. They either came loose, which doesn't seem like that would have been a problem, because I did that last flip before I started my landing, and there was no indication in the video that it was vibrating or anything. It's just when I was coming in for that landing, it just all of a sudden crashed.
Interesting. Is there a gimbal on that camera, or does that camera have stabilization built in?
No, it doesn't have stabilization, and there's no gimbal. It's just
then it must have been pretty stable flight.
So you can see that there's the camera.
Uh-huh.
And it's just mounted right there. So, yeah, I mean, it looked pretty, other than my shakiness, it was pretty stable up until that point.
Huh.
But. Scott.
That's a valid point, though.
It is. It's just funny. It is a good point.
Yes, Wedge Big. She does.
So, but anyway, so I'll probably be working on that today. And then I got this drone back. I sent this to Chris Miller, and he fixed it up for me. He printed some plastics for it. Got an antenna mount, printed a camera mount, and put in a new receiver that I'm trying out for the first time. This is going to allow me to get some range going. I forget what it's called. I'll have to look it up. But anyway, so I've got to get that set up, and then I got a couple of other drones I got to get fixed.
Hi, Ben Cartwright.
Right now, I'm just down to 2 drones, both of them the Ollie Hawk and the Smart 35, both of them 3.5 inches.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ben Cartwright, good morning. Is Chris Hope in the house?
Haven't seen him.
I think so.
Oh, okay, well, Bob Casey was saying something about Chris is awesome. So
it could be a reference to Chris Miller.
Oh, yeah, maybe you're right.
Well, they both are.
They are both awesome, yeah. So, but
yep.
So I didn't have to stop flying because of that, but I got more.
Clearly nobody else is going to fill my coffee cup, so I guess I'll do it.
Yeah.
You might have to.
You mention it.
Yeah, we'll talk amongst ourselves while Dennis fills his coffee.
What's that?
Oh, he's refilled his coffee.
Yeah, I'm going to go refill mine, so You guys have fun.
Yeah, we'll just talk amongst ourselves as well.
I haven't got a coffee, so I'll just stay here.
Yeah.
Here's my cup.
So, Peter, you often have a glass of red wine in front of you. Used to. Maybe it's been a long time.
I do at times. I haven't bought a bottle this year yet, so I must indulge you in shortly.
So what is that, Merlot, or what do you tend to drink?
What I normally get is a Shiraz.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, they make some good ones over in South Australia, Barossa Valley, and
Oh, yeah.
McLaren Vale, those sort of places.
Yeah. Best part for wine in Australia.
They also make some just not too far from here, up at the place called Heathcote, probably about 100 kilometres or so northwest of Melbourne.
Yep.
Plus, there's a big wine area, probably only about half an hour east of me in the Yarra Valley. They've got a lot of wineries up there.
Hampton Hills and that area, yeah.
Yeah, quite a lot of wineries.
We have a new MC looking the wrong direction.
Hey.
Bye, MC.
Didn't last long.
All right. Refill.
In fact, I think I've still got half a bottle of wine there that I bought before Christmas, but I'm not too sure if I want to try it now. It might have been open a bit too long.
Bottle of wine lasts me about that long too.
Yeah. Yeah, might buy a few beers every now and then. That's about it, really. So for some of the major sporting events, like car racing events, the one they have at Bathurst in October. That's like a 4 or 5 day meeting. That one, so
really?
Yeah, generally I'll buy a few beers for that one to enjoy while I'm watching it. Yeah.
So, what sort of race is that?
The main race is what they call V8 touring cars. It's I suppose you could vaguely similar to NASCAR, I suppose.
Okay, so stock cars, basically.
They're presumably based on production cars, but I think the only production part is the badge on them, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. The main difference between those and NASCARs is that these ones go around right-hand corners too, not just left-hand.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Well, I'm back.
Yeah.
I used to when I was young, I used to like drag racing.
Okay. Yeah.
I loved the smell of that nitromethane when the funny cars and top fuel drag and so on were out there. It's addictive.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I used to do a lot of car rallying when I was young, where on Saturday nights they'll set a course. Back in those days, you had to navigate by using grid references on the maps and all that sort of stuff, and you had to find your way around the course that the people are running it set, and whoever did it the quickest, won. That was quite good. I did that for probably close on 25 years. I was involved in.
Really?
Yeah. It started as soon as I got my driving license.
Hello, Glitter World. Yeah. Good morning.
So I'm looking up campfire song.
The only campfire song that comes to my mind was John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Mm.
Oh, and Kumbaya.
Yeah, we can all sit around the fireplace.
That's right.
Kumbaya. Yeah.
Yeah. See, nowadays that's negative, but
yeah, I know.
World's upside down. Let's gather around the campfire and sing our campfire song, our CAMPFIRESONG song. And if you don't think we can sing it faster, then you're wrong. I have a feeling this one gets tough. But it'll help if you just sing along. Oh, there's a part for drone bum in here. It's bum bum bum.
Hey.
GAMPFIRESONG song. Okay, so yeah. Well, the words are really, really hard. I'll look into it.
She's wanting attention.
Yeah, I've got the same problem with mine.
Come on, cat.
She was
Totally. Did
hosting
I
the
say
show
good
a
morning
week
to
ago.
Joe? What was that, Dennis?
She was up in the chair facing the camera a few minutes ago.
Yep.
Oh, was she? I don't think she likes it. I take her chair.
Hey, Tai Tai.
I know
Okay.
that feeling.
Hi. Look.
I have a running battle with mine.
A what?
And I have a running battle with mine, and we have a fight over one seat. If I get up and move, she takes it.
That's pretty much what Tai does.
Hmm. Yep. Okay.
So Jerry Franks has someone that's interested in buying his Mini One. What do you guys think? What's a fair price for that? Joe says he sold his Mini 2 for $400.
I haven't kept up with that stuff.
I may either.
Mm.
Those 3 batteries. Well,
Max says he'll put $50 in.
I don't know how many charges they
Max
put
there.
through, of course, but those 3 batteries themselves
Right on cue.
have some value. Well, hey Max.
Jim Cerrone says the Mini SE brand new is $279.
With how many batteries?
I'm not sure. Let's look
That's
it up.
probably one.
Yeah.
What's that? Mini, what, 2 SE
Mm-hmm.
or Mini SE?
Mini SE.
What's the price of one battery for the Mini?
Well. Looky who we've got here. Matt!
Hey!
Hello.
Good
We're
evening.
outnumbered, Rodney. I knew it had to happen.
We're outnumbered. We're outnumbering them now.
Yeah,
Remember?
baby.
That must mean Peter and Dom called in the reinforcements.
No, we didn't call him in.
Peter,
I want him
come on,
here.
mate. Come on, mate. Come on. I tell you what.
You still after that rabbit, Tai?
I just want you to come into my show, Peter, so I can throw you out.
Okay.
Why isn't that working? Here we go. G'day, everyone, and hi, everyone in the chat. How's everyone going?
Good day, Matt. Going great. How about you?
Well, not bad, mate. I'm rendering off a 360 video as we speak.
All right.
Oh, cool.
Very good.
9.9 gigabyte 360 video.
Yeah.
It's huge, dude. It's huge. I'm trying to find the optimal settings. In the app, it's very limited. Very limited.
Matt Paul wants to know if you got your sticker yet.
Oh shit.
Wrong
Is
show.
that a yes or a no?
Okay. Hang on. Give me a second.
You better go and check.
Talk
Check
about
the
putting
mailbox.
somebody on the spot.
Yeah. Because I got mine.
Well, Paul, you knew how to make him go away. I have never figured that out.
Yeah.
I think he threw it out and he's got to go and rescue it from the trash.
Go and retrieve it from the rubbish bin.
I'll have to remember that line for the next time I want Matt to go away.
Mark Fisher in the house. M. Drone
Hey, Mark.
1.
Hi, Mark.
Okay, we will await the outcome.
if I wasn't still sleeping.
Well, wake up and I'll send you the link. Actually, I can just put the link in the chat. Maybe if Bob Casey's in here, maybe we can get him to join us too.
I think Mark's watching the wrong stream. I think he's got "Good morning, my fine gentlemen."
Yeah, you're on the wrong stream
Yeah,
there.
none of those here.
You can't get more American than Bob Casey.
That is so true.
Oh, Matt's back.
I don't generally check my mail in the letterbox because it's usually a bill.
Yeah, that's what I don't like about it.
Probably got a sticker with a bill for it.
Look at this, right? This is my letter. I've got to go do a colonoscopy. Excellent.
Oh, okay.
Should enjoy that.
Yeah, I wouldn't check it either.
Yeah.
Thanks, mate. Okay, look what I've got. Right, this is from.
All right.
This is from Wedgie.
All right.
Wedgie. Okay. Let's have a little
Letterbox,
look.
mailbox, whatever. It's a letterbox.
Letterbox, mate. Mailbox,
Yeah,
letter.
letterbox.
We had a neighbor that had a very elaborate mailbox set up. There was a normal one.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
There was a
Give me a
normal
sec.
High fives
mailbox.
all around then.
Normal height, it said general mail, and then way up, about 10 feet up, there was another one that said air mail. And then below that, there was remember the old Ben Franklin stoves? There was a Franklin stove below the mailbox, and it said bills on it. So that's where the
Oh, that's funny. Paul says, "Well, then it has arrived."
Looks
I
like it.
guess so.
It has arrived. Now,
So
this
is that what you came to show us? Was that you got your stickers, Matt?
Well, I didn't know I had them until Wedgie asked. I went in the mailbox.
Yeah, it ran out to the letterbox.
That's
Yeah.
the Mavic,
Nearly 10 o'clock.
All right.
Mavic 3 case there. That was a lot of stuff that Dennis brought over.
Yep.
I will be placing these.
Ah,
There we go.
Fisher.
Now it's even.
it's even
Hi,
done.
Mark.
Even Steven.
Oh, come on.
We've got to find another Australian.
And you'll never get this again. Mark Fisher in bed.
I got. Well, you might as well go, Mark. That's fine.
You can all say you've been in bed with Mark.
Ooh, Wedgie sticker will go
All
right
right,
in.
it's
Yeah,
set to be.
nice.
Whereabouts
Morning,
are you from,
gentlemen.
Mark?
How are you?
Whereabouts are you from, Mark? What part of America? You up in New York or that way?
I'm in Rhode Island.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the best place that you can ever be.
Yeah.
Mm,
You know,
okay.
you know Rhode Island, Peter?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
I
That's why
know,
used to
right?
have the.
I know,
that's why
right?
they-
Dennis, you have to ask people that. 'Cause
That's
What's
what-
that?
you have to ask people that because we're such a small state. We're just unknown sometimes.
It is a small state. but-
Well, it's not
That's
that
where-
much.
where- That's where they held the America's Cup yacht races, isn't it? Back in the 80s when Australia beat the US.
Yeah.
It's an old. We're called the biggest little state in the union.
Bob
put it
Casey,
this way.
you have a great day, brother, and
Put
you
it this
take
way,
care.
yeah, Peter. At the
Yeah,
end
Bob.
of the road, there's an island.
That's right. I was saying he lives on a little island. He probably only qualifies as sort of half American, so we're still, I think, 3 to 2.5.
Do you need a passport to go to go to New York, mate?
I think so.
We're about 3 hours from New York, and then we're about 45 minutes to Boston. So it's a great place to live because it's right in between these two big cities, you know. So
Without being in the city, yeah, excellent.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, nice.
But I did live in New Mexico, and the license plate there said the land of enchantment. And then I stayed there for a while. And then when I came back to Rhode Island, I was like, they should change the license plate to say the land of entrapment.
Yeah, I want to say good morning to Kirishio, Warren, good morning, and to Mike.
Good morning, Warren.
Michael Blade, good morning.
Michael Blade, what's going on, brother?
Morning, everyone.
And I don't know if I ever said it or not, but Max Air, good morning to you too as well.
He's not worth saying good day to. Hey,
I do not believe you just said that, Matt.
I didn't say anything, mate. What?
You did. You did. We heard you.
And
I got Wedgie right there on the side, right?
All right.
And then on the other side.
I gotta put glasses on. I can't see anything.
Nah.
I'm horrible. Oh, there you guys are. I didn't even know who.
Hey, there you are.
These are some snazzy glasses.
Where'd you get those from?
These are the bedside glasses.
So how long did it take that post to reach from New York to Australia?
Look, mate, it was probably here a week ago.
If it got here the same time as mine did, it was 2 days ago.
Right,
Well,
okay.
That may explain why he didn't get that $100 million check I sent him. Check his mailbox.
Hey, $1 million. Excellent. Hey, Wedgie. That's not a sticker, mate.
He's just
Read the chat. He's just told you that.
in the chat. How long did it take you to figure that out?
Quite a while.
Well, just about now, because what I've done is I've tried to pull the back off it.
I have to send you another one now.
Yeah, time for another mail. You check your mail in a month.
Oh man, that sucks.
You could have used Scotch tape.
I was
They have Scotch tape in Australia.
I was going to say Matt should have his reading glasses on, but he has.
Yeah.
He still can't see it.
Yeah, but there's a little bit of a problem, Peter, because whiskey and beer are involved.
I was going to say there's some alcohol involved somewhere.
Yeah. Oh man, but anyway, the old wedge is on the side there now. There you go. There you go, Paul. Thanks, mate.
Love it.
Awesome stuff, dude. Awesome stuff.
Hey, TJ.
Yeah, hi TJ.
Oh,
Man, I'm gonna hand deliver my sticker. As soon as I get a sticker, I'm hand delivering it.
Well, you know where I'm at.
See, the thing is, though, Paul sent me this stuff. It had no instructions, right? Nothing. No instructions. So I didn't know that the other one wasn't a sticker, right?
I rarely get instructions with my business cards either. It's a shame.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, they're pretty tricky, some of those business cards.
Yeah.
They need instructions.
This one
It
really
could have been
tricked
worse.
me.
They could have been in Chinese.
Well, this one really tricked me because it was so easy to separate. Right? I thought it was a sticker. Why is it separating?
It was a test.
What? You failed.
My business cards don't separate like that.
Went for the budget model.
He did. Yeah, I don't think he spent much money on it. Anyway.
Never mind.
Good on you, Paul. Thanks, mate. Really do appreciate it. And I've got a few more stickers here, actually, which I've got to put on. I've got Chris Hopes. I've got Maddie's Drone World I've got to put on. Old Farts I've got. River City I've got.
Yeah, so just as a public service announcement, if you're going to send business cards to Matt North, consider the audience and put some instructions in there with it.
Yeah.
Or just say they're business cards and I won't even try to separate them. Right? Don't send me stickers and business cards in the same envelope. Otherwise, I'm going to think they're all stickers.
Valid point.
Well, you can think that they're all business cards and not stickered on anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I find it hard. Hey, there you go.
Is that a sticker or a business card?
That's a stickers card.
Okay.
That's a business sticker.
Yeah,
I'm not
business
gonna say that.
different.
Rhode Islanders say that a little funny. So
Where is he?
stick a card. Stick a card.
There you go.
There you go, Mr.
Listen,
Bell.
gentlemen, have a great day. My wife is calling. I gotta go probably.
No worries, Mark.
All right, all right.
All right.
Thanks for joining, Mark. It's always great to see you.
Bye, Mark.
Have a great day.
Bye-bye.
See you, Mark.
So,
Bin collection. Hang on, what's this shit? Oh, look, I'm not looking forward to that at all.
Yeah. And I hear you feel I've been there, done that.
Yeah, I've been there about 7 years ago. I did it, eh?
Yeah, mine was 2.
2 years ago.
2. Yeah, 2.
Okay.
my one motor is backwards.
See when they want to catch up with me.
Oh,
Live,
okay.
live on Rodney Bell show.
Let me
That's the
explain.
garbage in, garbage out thing.
Let me explain to Joe what this means.
Yes.
Okay.
So, the inside here, take away the arrows and turn it 45 degrees clockwise. And that would be my rating badge when I was in the Navy. It was a rating badge for a data systems technician.
Okay.
So what I did, I was working with Paul Davis, Drone Bum, and we were trying to come up with a logo for my YouTube channel. And I got to looking at this thing, and I go, if I put propellers on that and turn it 45 degrees counterclockwise, it'll look just like a drone. And that's what I did.
Oh, great.
So that's why one of the motors is pointing outwards. Basically, the arrows pointing in is data coming in, and then the middle is processing, and then data out.
Yeah.
So
That's basically
garbage
what
in,
that-
garbage out.
Yeah,
Exactly.
garbage in, garbage out. So, Joe, there you go.
Cool story.
Oh, God damn it.
So Rodney has been associated with that logo of sorts for long time, haven't you, Rodney?
Do what?
I said you've been associated with that logo, modified version of it, for a long.
For a long time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Warren says that he doesn't think it's FAA compliant.
What you got there, Matt?
What was that?
What was that,
It's an
Matt?
X3, isn't it? That's an X3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I picked it up last year, November.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. I got it for nothing, actually. I found it in Dennis's baggage.
Yeah.
The best ones are hand delivered.
Yeah.
They are too, brother. They are. And let me tell you, I'm having a lot of fun with it. That's there's lots of different. Look, although look, I'm not having a crack at it all, Dennis. Please don't take this the wrong way.
Well, no, I understand that it's not perfect. Yeah.
No, the quality of these things is ridiculous, and the editing suite that comes with it with the PC is stupid. It's really like 15 years ago technology.
Yeah, it's not an NLE. It's just not a non-linear editor. It's just not.
You can't even add music, mate.
Yeah.
You can't have music, and you can't cut the footage. You can't slice bits out. It's a beginning.
Now, actually, you can cut bits out. I can help you with that.
With the PC.
I'm not actually sure that that's true.
Right, yeah, because the PC is different. You can actually do a little bit more on but the only thing is with the app on the phone is you're only ever going to get 1080p, right?
Right.
Now and I noticed that in one of my videos I put up not long ago about what did I do? Time shift it was called. Anyway, time shift. And I noticed it wasn't 4K, and that was done on my phone. The 360 app on the computer does 4K, and you can bump the bit rate and all that sort of stuff, but you can't do as much with it as what you can on the phone app. Come on.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, that's the reason I use DaVinci plugin on the. I mean, that's not the reason. I use DaVinci plugin because I like DaVinci, But
That's right. That's right.
You have all that editing capability with DaVinci Resolve, except as you say, DaVinci Resolve won't output a true 360 video.
No, it'll do all your keyframes and all that sort of stuff beautifully. There's no worries about that. And I do like putting it in DaVinci because I can make the footage look better than what it does out of that app, right? So you can pump some detail into it, a little bit of sharpening and all that, and it comes out nice.
Good morning, Don.
But LumaFusion, exactly right there, Mudball. Exactly right. But unfortunately, at this stage, DaVinci is just not cutting the mustard, mate. It really isn't.
I thought I'd never hear you say that about DaVinci.
Oh, mate, I've been saying it for a while. You just don't follow my channel. So it was just one of those things that DaVinci has got to pick up. It's got to pick up, mate. It's got to, because you've got the option there to put the Adobe Premiere Pro when you go to render and all that sort of stuff, or when you open it up, you can put the Adobe Premiere Pro in there, right? And so you can go to Adobe Premiere Pro and you can do your 360 and render off at 360. Fantastic. Love it. Why can't DaVinci do that? That's the question. They will.
Maybe they're working on it.
Well, they will, but they should have worked on it, because I contacted them not long ago, and they said, "Oh, it's you, Maddie. Oh, hi, Maddie. How are you?" Right? And I said, "G'day." And I told them my grievances, and I said, "Dennis Lovelady says the same thing." And they said, "Oh, Dennis is in on it too." I said, "Yeah, mate. Watch out." Right? So they'll be on. I'll be on to it. Well, fingers crossed we'll be able to do this soon. But anyway, as it stands,
you were okay till you mentioned that last part, and I'll forget about it then.
They probably quit listening at that point.
Whatever.
All of Dennis's ideas fail, so just forget about it.
I can't believe that I've just ripped Wedgie's business card in half. Why did it come? Why does it do that? What business card does that?
Hey, Dennis.
Yes.
Remember a while back you made some business cards for me?
I do.
Do you still have that document?
I'm sure that I do. Yeah.
Could you email that to me?
Sure.
If you don't mind.
I'm not sure where it is, but I'm sure that I have it.
If you can find it, I would appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm sure it's probably a Word template.
Yeah, I want to try and make the back side of that with the For Him FPV stuff on it.
Oh, cool! I can do that for you.
Okay, well, if you'll do that, I'll send you the cards.
Duct tape and super glue.
I have cards.
Beautiful. Always render in 360 Studio, then into DaVinci. Yeah, mate, exactly right. But anyway, I'm going to put a video out tomorrow that will be just interactive 360, and it's straight from the 360 app. So do not judge me on the quality of this poo coming out tomorrow.
We've learned not to judge you on the quality of your output, Matt. So.
It's shocking, but anyway, we'll do it. Why not? It goes for like 20 minutes, man. You know. And the thing is, right? So I'm in Insta360, right? And I've given a perspective which I want the video to start in, right? So the perspective, and look, let me show you a screen, right?
Sure.
Okay, so this is
it's my channel. Go right ahead.
What was that?
Sure, it's my channel. Go right ahead.
Yeah, okay. Go for it, mate. Okay, so this is rendering off as we speak, right? So that's over there rendering off. All right, so this is the perspective I want it to show. This is how I want the zoom to start. And I don't want that zoom to change, right? When you render it off, that zoom then comes to it zoomed in further, so you don't get that perspective, right? Which kind of sucks, man, because when you zoom in, this is the perspective you get, right? Okay, so everything looks kind of okay, but I want this to be further out.
Right.
And once that's uploaded to YouTube, you can't zoom in and out. You can only move left and right and up and down and all that sort of stuff.
That's true. Yes.
So it kind of sucks that I can't do that either, right? So there's another downfall of this stupid app, right? There's lots of things they got to improve on this thing. It's incredibly frustrating.
Good one, Paul.
Needs a bit more light on your face there, Matt. It's a bit underexposed there.
It is underexposed,
Yeah.
but trust me, Peter, the rest of the images are exposed.
That's
Right?
good.
I exposed to the light, not to the dark. See?
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Yeah, thanks, mate. How many newspapers did you use? Oh, heaps, mate. I was there for 12 months delivering papers around the local neighborhood. Yeah. Need to keyframe it. No, Jim. No, I don't need to keyframe it. Because...
Hi, Mike.
Oh, look.
Hi,
I'm going to watch my mouth. All right.
Hey, Mike Train FPV. Good morning. Artco Drone Solutions. Art, good morning.
You can't keyframe it, mate. You cannot keyframe it. I can keyframe it in DaVinci, and if I want to do a keyframe video, that's what I would do. But I want an interactive 360 video with no keyframes so people can do their thing and do whatever they like, right? So that's the whole idea of this video. If I keyframed it, it would take away that whole 360 bizzo.
Mm.
Everyone loves me, don't they? They're going to crack at me in the chat there. Have a look.
Yep.
I'm sick and tired of talking about this 360. I tell you, oh my god.
You put up a shorts video a little while back on the scooter, didn't you? Was that a 360 one? I think just in the last week or so.
Did I?
I think so.
Did I? Let me check.
Because when I watched it, it looked a little bit funny. It sort of went fuzzy in spots.
Ah, yes, that was okay. Yep, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That was the in the city one, right? When I went over the bridge and stopped by the
Okay. Yeah.
So that was actually done on the app on my phone, right?
Right.
And I did it while I was in the city, and I just uploaded it, whatever, right? Now this is the problem with the app on the phone is the fact that you're only going to get 1080p from that. You're not going to get 4K, right? Or at least 4K. Because what you're dealing with is a 5.7 file, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when you upload from your phone, you're only going to get 1080p, and you're going to get pixelations, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I watched it on my telly here, and it was pixelating all over the place.
Yeah.
It was pathetic, absolutely pathetic.
Yeah.
It's 2023. God's sake,
Yeah.
They've got everything together, ready to go. It's all good, but they must improve on what they're doing, because the quality, even after rendering, the quality's fine in the 360 app, but after rendering, that quality on the MP4 or an MOV even has dropped to what the original was, and that is inexcusable. You cannot do that. It's no good for their product, because it makes their product look bad, and also for the app as well. It just doesn't cut the mustard, They've got to improve that sort of thing if they're going to move forward, because there's other apps out there for GoPro and everything like that which are a lot better. And if they're going to be releasing these cameras like they are, as they release these cameras, these apps have got to match what these cameras can do. It's a bit of a, I don't know. It's a bit of a funny one. Unbelievable. But anyway, enough ranting from me. I can't believe I just ripped up Wedgie's bloody business card, mate.
That's gonna bug him. He's gonna lose sleep over that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure
Why
he
would a
will.
business card separate like that, Paul?
Probably because it was probably printed and cut and then put together, because that's printed on both sides rather than printed and put together and then cut.
Okay.
Why waste your time putting that on the other side, Paul? Seriously. There you go.
Mm.
No, good on you, Paul. Thank you very much. I do appreciate you sending me the stuff, mate, even though it's like second-rate sort of stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure he feels really good about sending you stuff because all you've done is complain about it.
Thanks, Rodney. Thanks for bringing that up, mate. I mean, you know, see, mindset of hugeness is.
Mm.
40K at 3,000 frames a second.
Yes. That's
Please
what we're waiting
do.
for.
Please do. Please do. That would be nice. Oh, dear, I'll tell you what. But Paul, thank you very much once again, mate. And you are on my Mavic 3 case.
Wow.
Yes.
Immortal Mavic 3 case. I was going to put this one on, right, because it's bigger, but it's a business card and I wrecked it. So I don't know if you're aware of that.
Well, we'll make sure we tell him.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Paul,
Yeah.
he's not happy with you right now.
Well, I am. It's just that this
Yeah.
I wrecked
Yeah.
it. See?
We can tell.
We know. You told us about 14 times now.
Yeah.
Enough is enough.
What, that I wrecked his business card like that?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
How can you get two pieces of a business card? It's just.
Oh,
Hey, Rodney,
you
press-
will be able to figure that out, Matt.
Press that
maybe
red
you-
button, Rodney.
I hope he didn't pay extra for that. Paul, did you pay extra for that? Because that's.
So that you could rip it apart.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure he paid extra so that Matt could tear his business card apart easily.
This has got to be some sort of practical joke on Matt.
Mm.
I don't know. It seems more like a practical Matt or a practical joke on you.
Well, it is a practical joke. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe I could put some sticky stuff and just use it.
Yeah, put a
We'll
bit of
use it.
clag on it. That'll
Yeah.
fix it.
I'll use it as a sticker.
That was a good one, Paul.
Yeah, go get yourself some super glue.
Mm. You didn't ruin what? Oh, I did too. Woo! That'll be in remission for a long time. That's
Grant
Yeah.
Arios. Good morning, Gary.
Hey, Gary.
Hey, Gary.
Hi, Gary.
He's come in to get the lights up.
he has.
He's the
Do you know
light
what?
merchant.
Gary is the master at getting likes on live streams. Let me tell you something, right? Hang on, what's it morning for you? So last night for you, right?
Yep.
I had 19 likes, right? I had 20 people or something. Actually, I have 40,000 in the chat. Anyway, but I'll tell you that there was only like 20 people watching, right? So he comes in and he comes on and he goes, oh, let's get these likes up. Let's get these likes up, right? So it was 19. This is coming near the end of the show, right?
Mm.
I mean, surprised there was a lot more that didn't like it. But anyway, by the end of the show, there was like 50, 53 or something like that because he's pushing it. Okay, everyone, push the like button, push the like. So how
Hit
can
that like
20
button.
people watching? I know, 20 people watching and it goes to 50. I can't wait
Well,
for that.
because Gary always says Matt's not going away until you get these likes up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. God,
That's his technique. He words it differently.
You got to watch.
Everybody knows what he's saying.
Good morning,
You know,
Chris.
it's funny.
On Life RC.
I
It's a
just,
funny thing.
close his stream down, then he goes away.
Well,
Yeah.
no, well, don't worry about that. But
Fixed.
when Dennis was here, I've never seen someone roll his eyes so much, right? Every time I talked, his eyes rolled. I don't know what that meant. What
Oh,
is he
Matt
just-
and I had a great time. Matt's mind is always, he's always working on that next video, that next idea, that next thing.
It doesn't.
Mine
You know
just
what?
doesn't stop. It's true. I'm not being negative here. His mind just doesn't stop.
Well, see, the thing is though, Dennis, I don't really think about it when it presents itself. It just happens, you know.
Yeah, you're not consciously thinking about it, but
No,
yeah, it's
it is good.
It
And
was.
I tell you,
It was a great time. I recommend it to anyone who has a chance. Spend time with. Well, actually, most of our drone community has special attributes, right?
they do. They
When
do
we
absolutely.
when we get to know people, it's kind of fascinating that I never knew that. You know, take the time. Good.
Dennis was waiting for you to start speaking English. Oh, what? Oh, mate.
Speak a lot closer to English than the Americans do.
You know, Akarasho has always been one of my favourites in the chat, right? I've always liked it when he popped in. It always gave me a fuzzy feeling. Right?
Who's that?
Akarasho. And he's just bagged me out here. So, leaving me a little bit despondent, really. I'll start rethinking the way. Dear. He's done it now.
Wow.
So Matt threw himself off your chat, Rodney.
Yeah.
I know he's all depressed because Warren's just been giving him a bad time, you know. Oh, come back, Matt.
Yeah, payback.
Oh, sorry.
There, Matt. It'll be all right.
Warren. I thought you're my friend.
What's that in your mustache?
Probably some tissue. Actually, you know what I talk, Dennis, and it's full of it. So yeah, it's all good. That's what's there. Yeah. View Chaser, how are you, mate? I would be embarrassed too. Yes. Oh, Jim's droning. Oh dear.
Lane B, good morning.
Yep.
Purple crying face. Let me have a look at this. Oh, here we go. View Chaser. Oh, nice. Yes. That's all right. Giving people a little bit of shtick. Never hurt anyone. Oh, look at Warren. He's got the cry face going on. Oh dear, sorry. Need me a Tim's. Oh yeah, man. Tim's is good. Tim's is good. You gotta love
Tim's what?
I suppose you're talking about Tim Hortons, isn't he? Ain't you, Wayne? Tim Hortons?
That's what I would have expected. Yeah.
Mate,
Tim Jackson's place.
Yeah.
No one wishes for that, Peter.
That's what I was thinking. I think, why would you?
That's a bit of a stretch, mate.
I know.
But Tim Hortons was my go-to when I was in Canada. Tim Hortons was the go. Every time I took off in my truck,
Let's get to 30.
I'd pop into Tim Hortons, grab myself a nice coffee. Beautiful stuff. Should be see ya. Hey, Brant there. See, Gary's onto it.
Let's see if we can get to 30. Yeah.
Oop, I haven't liked
Come on,
it yet.
everybody.
Here we go.
Me
Hit
either.
that like button.
Trying to make me mind up.
I haven't liked it either yet.
Peter will read later.
Because Gary's pushing everyone. I don't think I will.
Oh, come on, Peter. You just don't. You don't crumble to peer group pressure, do you?
You have to give you your true impression of the show.
That comes later, doesn't it, for you?
No.
No.
So I was
I'll put the
looking
dislikes
in
on
the
later
Urban
on.
Dictionary for what is a Tim's.
I'd say it's Tim
And
Horton.
the answer is a Siamese twin with very unimaginative parents. A small inflatable hovercraft capable of speeds in excess of 2.8 miles per hour.
Wow. I could go with Tim's.
Doctor, what shall we name them? Whatever. From
Well,
the Urban
and that's Google, is it?
Urban Dictionary.
Urban Dictionary. On all the fruit and veggies in the grocery stores. That's actually a really good idea, Paul. That's fantastic. Jerry, see you, mate.
Also, TIMS is also a teacher information management system. TIMS.
I just looked up that link he put.
Who put a link where? Oh, okay, Wedgie. Okay. Rector. And that's in the fruit and veg section, is it? Excellent.
I'm going to regret this.
That toilet paper. The toilet paper's a beauty.
See what you're laughing about.
I don't know where Paul comes up with this. He must scour the internet for some really sick stuff.
Oh, that hurt.
Rodney, no, come on, mate. Calm down, dude. Calm down. We've already done one live show before you went in for surgery.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I can just see that picking up a piece of fruit like, oh, no thanks.
Yeah, no, too big. Hey, Rodney, that your operation was a couple of years ago, wasn't it?
It was. It was
Wow.
February 27th was the day.
February in
2021.
Oh, 21. Okay.
Oh, was it
Well,
2020, Rodney?
2020.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Because I was counting the number of times I've seen Ron since then, but he skipped a year in Pennsylvania. So, yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah,
that
3
was
years.
3 years ago. Are you kidding?
Yeah, it was just before COVID. The COVID shutdown happened.
Oh, right.
Wow.
And
Jeez,
then I
that's
remember the doctor telling me how lucky I was that this happened before that, because he said when the COVID hit, man, the hospital just went.
Yeah, ridiculous. Anyway, stupid. Wow, that's I can't believe that was 3 years ago, mate. It seems like yesterday.
I know it does.
Did you see the comment by Paul about Justin?
Justin got one as a watermelon. Live on Northeast Drone Productions next Friday night, folks. Justin will be doing. Oh man, View Chaser. 14. I had my surgery 14 days ago. Oh,
Glad you're feeling better.
He was not doing well a couple of weeks ago, and I forgot to ask today how I was doing. I'm so glad to see you're doing better.
Well, that's fantastic. Don't like to see the people we know going through. Oh, look, I'll tell you what, because we're dealing with a lot of people here, you know.
We are, yeah.
And there's so many, so much stuff goes on behind the scenes that we just aren't aware of, you know, and just goes on. And people disappear for a little bit and then they come back again and we wonder, whoa, what happened to you, you know? And all of a sudden, you know, they've got all sorts of stuff going on. So good stuff, mate. Glad you're getting well. View Chase has been been in my chat actually for quite some time too. So fantastic stuff, mate. Hope you get well really soon. But it doesn't stop.
I don't think I'll ever forget that stint in the hospital. Those when when I was in the hospital, they told me I had to go to sleep between 10 and 5 in the morning, and there was no disturbing. The nurses weren't allowed to come in except open the door and make sure I was still breathing. And they'd open the door, and I'd be on Messenger
with Rick Halber,
Matt or Paul, not Paul, but Rick Halber, or doing a live stream. And they're like, "You're supposed to be resting, Rodney." Like,
that's right. Rick Halber was still alive too, wasn't he?
Yeah, and you know, at one point he was in the hospital at the same time I was.
That's right. He was. Yeah.
And we'd be talking to each other.
Yeah, crazy stuff, wasn't it?
It was, man. It's just it's YouTube's fault. YouTube makes us all nuts.
Yeah. YouTube sucks, mate. It really does. But let me ask you something though, Rodney. Have you been to a comedy show since?
Have I been what?
Have you been to a comedy show since?
Yeah, he was on your program a couple of times.
Well, yeah, I was on your program a couple of times, if that counts.
It doesn't count.
No, I haven't been to a real comedy show with real comedians.
That's right.
But are you tired, Pete? Go to bed, mate. Go sleep.
That's not nearly it.
Bloody hell. Put up with you for so long. I can't believe
Rodney had laughter. Rodney had laughter combined with an overdose of hot dogs, though, didn't he? That's what caused it.
That was Ron's fault.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Ron's fault that I was in the hospital.
It is, absolutely.
It was.
And I was there to witness it.
Yeah, Bloody Ron.
That's right.
That's what his name has been ever since, Bloody Ron. That's what we call him. He's back in the States too, by the way, gentlemen, if you are unaware.
Yeah, he called me yesterday. He goes, I'm coming up on the border, and he goes, and I'm wearing my Rodney Bell hat, and I'm like, dude, you better take it off.
Did he get through, or is he still there?
No, he got through.
Okay. Really, he must have taken it off just before.
I told him this morning. I said it must have been a new guy at the gate.
Yeah. Hey, what border crossing did he use?
30.
I don't know.
30 likes. We did it.
Did he go up through?
He went up north. No, he went up north of Fargo, in the Midwest. There, he went up sort of almost directly north from Fargo. I think he said he was going up to Winnipeg.
Winnipeg.
Yeah, he went to Winnipeg.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, so it would have been one of those crossings, sort of, around the middle somewhere.
Yeah, right. Okay. I never went through that border crossing.
Okay.
I was always.
I'm seeing 31 likes.
Yay!
Must be a crossing where they don't pay a lot of attention.
Exactly. Ron got through.
Yeah,
with all those guns. He went through with all those guns too.
Yeah, he was telling me about the process. He had to go through that, and there was a guy near where he lives that actually does work. Check when planes come in from Canada. He checks them, and he did the paperwork and stuff. So he said if he had done it by himself, it'd been crazy.
Yeah. Well, he did mention on my show too, because he said he was nervous going over the border. Now, and I did mention the fact that if you're legit and you've got nothing to hide, that you wouldn't be nervous. And the fact that Ron was nervous cast a little bit of a shadow on what he was up to, And it came down to the fact that we worked out that it was all the copyright material from Shutterstock that was on his SD card. that he could have been fined for. It's $50,000 a pop, mate. So I would have been worried too. Seriously. He got through, so obviously they believed him that all those photos were his. Where is Ron? Is he here?
Keep on begging, Gary. Keep on begging.
I wonder how he's doing that.
Have you guys noticed this on YouTube? If you're watching a live stream and you press the live chat button right here, it says live chat has moved.
Yeah, that's about half an inch down.
So you got to touch down here.
Yeah.
Pretty hard to work out that one.
How annoying is that?
Yeah. And then you've got to go into live chat and not top chat. So you've got to go into your settings again then to actually select the live chat instead of.
Yeah.
Well, they're worth every penny I pay, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I bet you're happy. Unreal.
You got 35 likes.
We've done it. We did it.
All right.
You'll start begging for 40 now.
Yeah.
No,
We have 40.
he promised he wouldn't beg if we got to 35.
He's never happy. He really isn't.
I wouldn't believe him though. Don't believe him.
You don't believe him?
Never gives up.
You know, I'm sorry I missed the South Florida drone meetup, but when I heard Gary was there, I was even more disappointed.
Yeah.
And there were several of them there. Alex Escardo was there. Who else was there? Was Paul there? Wegenbig?
No, he didn't.
He didn't go.
He wasn't able. Chris from NB Drones was there.
NB Drones and there's another guy. I can't remember his name though. Oh, Dennis, you were there. Who all was there?
You're talking about South Florida drone meetup?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gary was there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Paul wasn't there. Paul Wegenbig. He wasn't there.
Okay.
But there was another guy there that's a big YouTuber. I was actually surprised Ken Herron was there.
You're talking about Sean Ides?
Sean Ides, yes. Thank you.
I wasn't there, Rodney.
No, but you're not a big YouTuber.
What? Fuck.
I got him trained, man. He trained himself.
Make the mat go away.
That's twice tonight, Rodney.
Well, I only made you cry once.
I didn't care it was on your show.
You can't blame me for the first one.
And get him off this live stream. Say the things he hates to hear. Just make the mat go away.
Oh dear. We have a bit of fun, don't we?
Oh, and Billy Kyle was there too. Joe Fodolio was there.
Oh, that's right. Joe. Ken.
Gresham cried out. Yeah, I'll get there, mate.
George.
And Nick Flydays was there. Thank God.
And Ken Dono was there, yeah. But I'd met Ken before. I've met him at Spin Up.
Yeah.
So.
And Ken was also at the previous South Florida drone meetup.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. So let's see. There was one in 2021, right?
Yeah. That's the first one.
2022. Okay. And I went to the first one and the second one. And I had to miss this one because my mom had passed away. But,
right.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's a shame.
200 feet away.
Yeah.
You reckon Ray put out a a DVO on him, domestic violence order.
Yeah.
I'm considering retracting that, but after last night's Matt show, I decided not to.
Yeah, don't do it, mate. Keep it going. Keep it going.
Mm.
Yeah, you'll regret it if you do.
Yeah.
It's
Correct.
no time to be nice, Dennis. You got to look after you. You know.
Yeah.
He'll get the idea one day, mate. Oh, actually, no, he won't. No, he won't. There's something wrong up here.
Not going to happen.
It's not going to click, is it? No.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
talking Dustin Stickley. Oh, who's Paul? Oh,
Dustin,
never mind.
Wait,
Paul
just
Big. Yeah, I got it.
just sickly. Dustin.
Yeah, of
Sick-
course he is. Who else would it
Yeah.
be?
Important information about your bin pickups. Trash cans out the front. That's what they're talking about.
Mm.
That was yesterday here. Friday's here.
No, it's Monday's here. Different council.
Yep.
Wow.
What's he playing? That channel? Is that Solitaire or something? Is it? Or Minesweeper or something?
Must be.
So what else did you get in the mail?
You really don't want to know,
Hey,
Rodney.
drone dude, good morning. What?
David?
Oh, I see.
No. Oh, it came. Where are the batteries? Oh,
Oops.
What did he get in these batteries? That's what we got to ask.
Whoop-de-doo.
oh dear me. I know they're just telling me my bin times have changed from Thursday to Wednesday, so I got to put my bins out Tuesday now.
Oh, no.
How am I going to go to my schedule like that? Oh, how am I going to work? How am I going to remember?
It's going to take a while to get used to.
Oh, man.
Life is just full of interesting challenges, Matt.
Mm.
But this is shocking. This is
Yes.
shocking.
Yeah.
Shocking news.
From my council, Ipswich City Council, they're changing my days. Now I pay them good money to keep them on the
Yeah,
same
I
day,
know. Dizzy Dean.
and they're changing it. I'm gonna have to ring them up tomorrow and tell them who I am.
Yeah.
Yep,
Dizzy
that'll fix
Dean
it.
FPV, good morning.
I rang them up not long ago. Ipswich City Council, yeah, who's this? Oh, it looks like
There
you're
we
not. Oh, Maddie. That's what they said.
Hey.
That's what they called me. Maddie.
Now, you did
Changing.
say city council, right?
Yeah, not shit. No.
I just wasn't sure that I heard that right.
Yeah. No. Actually, it was awesome when Dennis was here because I got him to take my bins out on Tuesday nights. It was great.
Mm.
I didn't have to. I didn't have to do it.
You had him do a lot for you, didn't
I
you?
did.
I was gonna. My original plan was to be there on Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
But he said, "No, you got to change your flight, man. I need you here Tuesday."
Yeah.
Mhm.
Tuesday because the bins have got to go out.
But he didn't tell you why, did he?
No, he didn't say why.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't think I've revealed that until now, to be honest.
Mm.
And I pretended I was, me leg's sore. Oh, me leg. I can't move me leg. He goes, Dennis goes, are you okay? I said, not really. What has to be done? I said, the bins are going to go out. He goes, I'll do that for you. I said, thanks, mate. And while he was outside putting the bins in, I was jumping around, dancing an Irish jig, you know. Then he come back in and went, oh, me leg.
And then he was fine until the next Tuesday. Oh, me leg,
Yep.
me leg.
Oh, it come back again, didn't it?
He had on Tuesday-itis.
Yeah.
He didn't put him on the wrong side of the road, did he?
Yeah. They're still full. They're still full out the front
Mm.
since November.
I tell you what, crossing the street, I was always looking the wrong direction. That's true.
Mm.
True.
Like
It's
pulling back
hard.
and-
It's hard to
Yeah.
change your mindset
Oh yeah, it would be. Yeah.
Mm.
for driving
But in
on the
the
other
end-
side of the road.
What was it like though, Dennis? Because you did change your mindset and you went to the mindset of hugeness.
Mm.
So how
I
did
don't
that?
remember a thing from that time.
I don't think you would. No, it's a bit overwhelming. I know. It's like
Yeah, that whole 5 seconds is just gone from my life forever.
5 seconds. Right. Okay. Oh, Dennis. It was more like 10 seconds, mate. I couldn't expose.
Okay, all right.
If I exposed you any longer, your head would have exploded, right? So I
Right.
didn't want that.
Right.
I didn't want that. I had to drip feed you the hugeness. Otherwise, it would have been way too much for you. Would have broken out in a rash or something. But if I'd take you to emergency. Dear. Oh, that's funny. But hopefully you can get back over again when Ron pops over, mate. So that'll be good.
I'm fine now, thanks.
You are?
Yeah.
I can't remember
As
asking.
far as yeah.
Oh, that's excellent, mate. So have you had a chat to Ron to see if you can pop over at the same time he is?
Say that again.
Have you had a chat to Ron to see if you can pop over the same time he's coming over?
No, but I'm still thinking. He was talking about July next year, right? 2024.
I don't know the time frame. He hasn't had a chat to me yet.
Yeah. No, we haven't spoken about it seriously, but I really, really, really want to do that. And I think we probably can pull it off, but you know,
so.
a lot has to happen.
Yeah, mate. It'd be really good if you could do that. That'd be the two of them. I mean, I've got there's an option. All right, now I've got a inflating. It's beautiful, nice and comfortable. Now Ron's a camping man, right? He can sleep on dirt, right? So I've got a nice little mattress for him that he can sleep on.
Put him out in the backyard. Yeah.
Well, he has to make a decision though, whether he wants to sleep on that or share the bed with me, right? Now,
Backyard would be preferable, I think.
I think so. In both parties, mate. Don't worry about that. But anyway, there's room enough for the both of you here, and I can burn the hell out of a heap of ribs for you both.
Yeah.
And I can sleep on the sofa as long as I don't have to take my shoes off.
Ooh.
What's the story behind that one?
Yeah, there must be a story there.
Oh dear. Dennis, you're shocked.
You've got to tell us now. You brought it up, so.
I didn't bring it up.
All right, spill the beans, Dennis.
Come on, Dennis.
Nah,
That's for
we made a video, but it never got published. So.
No, it didn't get published. That was actually really funny, but it was Ron would have found that hilarious. But I think
Speaking of the devil,
Speaking of the devil,
Ron,
his ears were burning.
and
we're burning.
Ron
Yeah.
was my favorite person on YouTube. Ron was, and all of his footage. Oh, you popped in, Ron. How are you, mate? I didn't see you.
That's a 180-degree swing around there, Matt. What's going on?
Ooh, 180. Come on, mate.
didn't turn so
That's
fast,
350.
Matt.
I didn't see him come in there. I was just talking about you, Ron. How I admire all of your stuff that you put on YouTube, and even the copyrighted stuff is fantastic.
Mm.
I should have wore a flak vest this morning.
Yeah. Definitely.
So,
Ron, you're back over the border, brother.
Yeah, they either said just let him in or get the hell out.
Yeah.
Mm.
You took
Out
the
of
high
Canada.
road. Yeah. Oh, nice, mate.
So,
How long you got
Ron,
to go?
since you're there, you probably heard, and I'm guessing this is why you popped in, but maybe you just have excellent timing. Were you talking about going to Australia potentially in July of 24?
Sometime in 24. I just don't know if it'll be July.
Yeah.
Bismarck. Okay.
Yeah, at some point, it seems like a long way away, but at some point, I'd really like to talk seriously about how we can make that happen.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to keep an eye on. I know you have that one app or something that had the those price, like that wonderful price. I mean, that price you had the one time. What was it, like $900?
It was $800, 800 and change to go from here to Sydney. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I had to get from Sydney to Brisbane, but that's minor detail.
Yeah.
Yeah, Scott's Cheap Flights, and I watch that all the time. There haven't been any recent deals for Australia, but they're usually only about 4 to 6 months out.
Mm-hmm.
What you got to do, Ron, is do Ron. What you got to what? What you got to do, Ron? What are you going to do, Ron? What you got to do, Ron, is ring up the airlines, right? Ring up the airlines, United or whatever it is, and say, "Oh, I want to go to Australia," and they say, "Oh, it'll be $30,000, thanks." But then you say, "I'm going over there to go see Northeast Drones Productions," and they'll go, "Oh, Maddie, are you going to go see Maddie, right?" And you'll get a discount. You'll get a massive discount. Looks like Dennis did. Dennis did that.
$29,000 instead of 30. That's right.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Then tell them that you're going there with Dennis Lovelady, and they say, "Well, we'll give you his $800 price."
Dennis, what you got to remember is I've got to get a commission out of this, right? So,
So it's not really $29,000. It's actually $8 or $800 plus commission, right?
Plus commission, yeah, very cheap, but I'm not. Yeah, so
just reminded me something, Rodney, and I got to tell this quick funny story. But I was in Sacramento, California when I lived in California. I'm trying to get back to Philadelphia for a reunion for my old workmates, and anyhow, the flight got canceled. I had to pick up a later flight because I was so nice to the ticket agent. She said, "Have you ever flown first class?" And I'm like, "Yeah, one other time before in my life." She goes, "You got 25 extra bucks, I'll put you in first class." And she gave me $50 food voucher because I had to hang out in the airport all day. Well, anyhow, it was just like the Seinfeld episode. I get on the plane with this gorgeous blonde nurse from Philadelphia, and she's sitting right beside me.
Ooh,
and we pick up this conversation, and it was great. We had drinks, we had dinner. It's like 11, 12 o'clock at night, and finally she said, "I'm really tired." I'm like, "Yeah, me too." So we both fell asleep, and normally I don't sleep on planes very well, but I was out cold. The next thing I know, I hear the pilot saying, "We're starting to descend into Philadelphia," and it's about 6 o'clock in the morning. And I felt all this heaviness on my right arm. I looked over, well, she's all cuddled up on my right arm. I'm like, "Oh my, I'm old." Well, then she woke up. She looked over at me and she goes, and she realized like she was like sleeping on me, and she goes, "Oh, I'm really sorry." I'm like, "Oh, that's okay." She goes, No, I'm really sorry." I'm like, "Really?" I said, "Here's the way I look at it." I said, "I got to sleep with you last night, and I didn't even have to buy you dinner."
Good one.
The guy across the aisle, I thought he was going to fall out of his chair. Oh my God, he was laughing so hard.
Hit the like button.
This is a bit of a pattern for you, though, Ron, isn't it? Because, I mean, you had the nice-looking girl there on the plane, and Ron goes home by himself, and then you had the nice-looking girl in the hot tub. Ron goes home by himself.
Yeah.
I would like it with her the next day, though.
Okay, but you still went home by yourself. Yeah.
Are you saying there's a trend here, Matt?
I think so.
I don't know.
So. it's becoming a bit of a worry, to be honest. We have to get you some Australian ladies. Anyway, we'll
One Vision Ariel, good morning. Also, Drone Life RC, Chris, good morning. I wanted to say hi, good morning to you earlier, but it slipped my mind. Sorry.
Yeah, we wouldn't let him. Rodney couldn't get a word in
Are you
edgewise.
frozen?
What's
Who's
that?
frozen?
Oh, now he's moving.
So I've got a frozen bear in the back, but
Where's this leading, Matt? Jim, I think you know where it's leading, mate.
Yeah.
You have to change his luck when he gets to Australia, I think. We're going to take him up to Noosa, hey, Dennis. Actually, don't go to Noosa because that's right near Tim's place.
No,
We'll
that's
go
where Tim is.
Yeah, we'll go
Keep away
south.
from there. Yep.
Go the other way. So sorry,
go the
Tim.
other
Sorry,
way.
mate. Didn't realise
Yeah,
you
go
still
south.
live. Didn't realise you
south.
still live there, Tim. Oh, sorry. Are you still up north, Tim? Oh, sorry, mate. We would have come up. Oh, sorry, mate. Actually, it'd be funny as hell because we'll get the video now. Oh, Tim Jackson meeting Ron Lockwood for the first time, and Dennis is here too, and both of you walk off.
yeah. I'm trying to think of some kind of skit I can do where you can throw coins at me, on the street, being a street peddler or something.
Oh, that's all right, mate. I've got a couple of outfits here. They might fit you. You can pop them on, and we'll go out the front.
I'm not wearing the French maid outfit. Sorry.
Well, it's not French, mate.
He's German.
It's just a normal maid's outfit.
That's the one you had Dennis wearing, is it, Matt?
Yeah, I didn't get the outfit. I just
Dennis
had to
paid
do
for his
work.
Dennis paid for his whole trip when he wore that uniform. That was right in the middle of Brisbane, wasn't it, Dennis? We got it all on 360 now on the RS too, so it's a 1-inch version. And let me tell you something. That wasn't the only thing 1 inch in that area. So we popped it over, and poor old Dennis. I'm going to stop. Look at this.
Yeah, that's what I was saying about that kind.
Well, this is nice. I don't even have to remove him. He just removes himself.
Yeah, it's right there.
So whereabouts are you now, Ron?
We're just leaving Fargo, North Dakota. Well, you remember my buddy Jim, who was on with me last Saturday?
Yeah, did he?
And
He got off okay?
Yep, just dropped him off at the airport 10 minutes ago.
Cool.
And now Dawn and I, it's going to be probably about a 12-hour day, if not longer. We got to get home, stop at the outfitter I work for, drop off the bear hides. Then I got to get Dawn home. I can't leave him there. It's going to take well over an hour to unload that truck. All those oxygen bottles and his hunting gear and gun, and then I got to get myself home and unloaded. It'll probably be 10, 11 o'clock tonight. It'll be a long day.
Wow, yeah, it sounds like it.
So our American geographers, Dominic and Peter, were trying to figure out where it was that you crossed into Canada.
It's called the Pembina Emerson crossing. It's right directly north of Fargo and Grand Forks, North
See,
Dakota.
Dennis told you.
Peter had it exactly right.
Yep. Told you it was north of Fargo. Yep. On the way to Winnipeg.
Yeah, yep,
Amazing.
exactly. Right.
Yeah, see,
And then
that's something I could not have done that, Peter. And that's true. I could not have.
I know my geography.
Yeah, I
Sometimes.
guess so.
Peter's always been amazing. He's very underestimated.
That's
Yeah.
right, Matt.
People
Yes,
just think he's a
everyone-
one-liner. He just
everyone
think he's
does
a
that.
one-liner every now and again. But no, Peter's a man of the world. Peter's a man of the
Yep.
globe.
Yep.
Peter knows a lot.
Well, how many here have been to Antarctica? I'll ask that question.
I'd
I'm
love to
just
go.
waiting for the other shoe to drop here, Matt.
I've been there.
Hey, Ron, Jim's drawing says, Ron, take your guns. They have koala bears, vicious
I
buggers.
can't
That's
say
it.
it.
That's right. That's
yeah,
right.
Dennis, we'll have to have a talk with Dennis about that.
Dennis is an expert he's been exposed quite violently, actually, to
Quite
a few.
violently. Yeah.
And he hasn't been right since.
Well, actually, it's improved him. You might think he's not right, but he's actually grown as a person, his personality, because he's been subject to violations that.
Yeah,
we
who was saying he was right before?
I have someone in front of me here who said, "Yeah, I've never been right." So.
No. But rest assured, Dennis is a stronger person for experiencing Australia.
I'll take your word on that.
Well, look at him. He can't stop smiling about it.
That's true.
I don't know. All I hear is him complaining about how he had to work the whole time he was there. I don't know.
No, I don't do that on the live stream, Rodney.
No, you don't do it on the live stream. My ear hurts from talking on the phone all the time. He never quits complaining about all the work he had to do in Australia. He swore me to secrecy, and I just broke that secrecy because he didn't want you to hurt your feelings, Matt.
Too late.
You know what?
Too late.
I know I want it to hurt.
Well, let me tell you something.
Because you took my friend, Dennis Lovelady, and changed him completely.
Now he's a worthwhile member of community. Let me tell you.
Not even that. No.
Because he was just floating along before. Now he's actually got a contribution to make. And I've made that to him. But let me tell you something, Rodney. You know how I took the blame? I took the blame for burning those ribs, right? I did. Because I didn't want Dennis to feel bad, right? But what actually happened was, Dennis, I've got the ribs on, mate. Do you know how to look after meat and smoking? He goes, oh, of course I do. I'm American. That's what he said, right? And I went...
This gets better and better.
And I said, okay, Dennis, well, I'm going to have a little bit of a nap, right? I'm going to have a little bit of sleep for an hour or so. Can you look after the ribs? He goes, of course I can. I'm American. I can do anything I like. I can do anything with meat. I know everything about it. So I went to sleep, and I wake up, and they're charcoal. Then what happened, Dennis? And he's laying like this with dribble coming out his mouth, going, what? He was out to it, mate. I entrusted those ribs to Dennis, and just didn't work.
Yeah, you
Paul,
can't.
You have a good
trust
day, brother.
Americans.
Thanks for being in the chat.
No
Hope you enjoyed it.
See you, Paul.
Obviously overworked. Yeah.
He was, mate. I've had the cleanest bathroom ever since Dennis was there.
Hey, Rodney, remember yesterday, it got me through, buddy.
All right. Well, like I said, it must have been a new guy at the gate.
He was so nice, and I've been told that either direction, whether it's the American side or whether it's the
other side's Canadian,
or going into Canada, so those guys are like trained to be mean, And this guy, super nice. I handed him this form from the outfitter that says that I'm bringing back a hide, a skull, and meat, from Canada. And I handed it to him, and he goes, oh, I see you're very prepared. I said, well, thank you. I said, what else do I need to do? He goes, absolutely nothing. But he goes, but you can answer me one question. I said, what's that? He goes, how do you cook that stuff? So we sat there and had this 5-minute discussion on cooking bear meat. And he's like, well, I'm kind of a city boy. I'm not sure if I could do that. I'm like, oh, man, come on. I said, I'll tell you what, I'll drive back up here and bring some up to you. He was the nicest guy. I said, is there anything else I need to do? He goes, no. He didn't even ask. He didn't even ask for my passport, anything.
Huh.
Yeah, Ron had a couple of $100 bills stapled to his paperwork though. That's what's got him through.
That has helped a couple times.
Yeah.
Lance Cadena, good morning. Welcome to the chats.
Yeah. So, anything else I need to do? Nope. That's $500 will do great. Thanks.
Yeah. Thanks for that.
Well, my son-in-law didn't have quite that experience.
Okay.
No. We won't discuss it here, but next time we talk, ask me about it, and I'll tell you what happened to him.
And actually, Ron, next time you go over the border, mate, put on a Russian accent. I've got 3 bears here. I've got a skull and a lot of guns.
I'll tell you, the next time I go over the border, I'm going to try and look younger and dress nicer. I was in a pair of shorts and T-shirt. Those girls at the border, oh my God, they were hot, and they had a little gun on their side.
Oh, no.
Just
Ooh.
sexier than I don't know what. They were cute.
Ron, you got to. Did you say you got to look? You got to look more handsome, look better? Is that what you said?
Well, I
Won't happen.
clean myself up a little better, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can't blame a brother for trying.
Well, like you look now, because you look stunning, Ron. You really do. I mean,
All right.
I don't see why they wouldn't have pulled their gun on you.
So, Ron, is your friend following you in a car?
Yeah, he's in his truck behind me.
Oh, okay.
It literally took 2 vehicles to bring all this stuff up.
Wow.
I mean, over half of the back of his truck is full of oxygen. I tell you, God forbid he gets into an accident, he's going to light up half of North Dakota.
How long does an oxygen bottle last him, Ron?
If he's sitting and not doing any physical activity, at the most hour 45, 2 hours. And then, but if he gets up and walks into a restaurant, or, you know, we were at that yesterday. Oh my God, I had a scramble. He doesn't pay attention sometimes to how much oxygen is in it. He has the little bottles. Sometimes will last maximum 45 minutes.
Wow.
But he can put those little bottles in like a special little backpack, and he carries it on his shoulder, and it's very convenient. But if he goes to walk from a vehicle, say like into a restaurant, you know, he's got to turn the liters up, you know, which drains the bottle faster, obviously.
Right.
And yesterday we were at that Tim Hortons, you know, the famous coffee. I'll tell you what, that is some damn good coffee. But we were up there, and he said he had to go to the restroom right when we're leaving, and we're out at the vehicles, and I looked over at the front door, and I seen him holding onto the door and leaning onto the wall. I'm like, something's wrong. I ran over, and I said, what's the matter? He goes, I'm out of oxygen. I'm like, shit.
Oh, wow.
So I go racing out to the vehicle, jump in the back of the truck, get out a brand new bottle, hurry up, run over to him, get the regulator switched over. Oh, gosh.
And what? I mean, I don't know this story. What's wrong with him, Ron?
He was a heavy smoker all his life, and the sad part of this story was, in a joking way, he does this, but in all actuality, it's true. It's a lot of this is where he's at and what he's doing right now is my fault. I met the man 10 years ago on the military base where I work. I had to do something, and they said, you need to go over to range control and find a man by the name of Don Need. So I go over there, and I walk into his office. As soon as I walked in, his wildlife photography on his walls were incredible. And I went over and did the business I had to do with him, but then we started talking about photography, and then, oh, you like to hunt too. So about a year or so later, when I moved over to South Dakota, you know, I started working for the outfitter, and I told him, I said, you got to come out here and hunt. So I get him to come out one time, and it was like a hook, line, and sinker. He continues to come out here to hunt. Well, then my buddy Jim, who was with me yesterday, Jim was leaving Wyoming and moving back to Pennsylvania. Jim has an absolutely gorgeous house. It's all wood on the inside, gigantic game room. or trophy room they call it. And anyhow, I take Don down to see Jim's house, and his wheels start spinning. Next thing you know, they're in negotiations. He buys Jim's house. Now, he's okay at this point. He had the house for about 2 years, and he rented it out. And the people that he was renting to ended up being dirtbags, and he kicked them out. And he just said, you know what? He was hoping his girlfriend in California would come to Wyoming with him. Turns out she didn't. He's like, screw it, I'm going. And he comes here in late October. And he moves into the house, and I noticed he's much more short of breath and fatigued, and I kept asking him, Don, you okay? You okay? And I was staying at his house at the time because it's only like 3-4 miles down the road from the outfitter. My home was still in Rapid City, which was 2 hours away. And so literally he moves into this house. The sad part is when you pull into the driveway, there's these giant upright pillars. And across the pillars has this big metal sign that says living the dream. And it was getting towards Thanksgiving. My guiding was done, and his daughter and son-in-law were coming from Utah. And I called them and I said, something's not right. And I said, I've tried to get him to go in to see the doctor, go to the ER. He won't do it. And so they come for Thanksgiving dinner, and they call me and they say, he didn't eat dinner. He's not doing well. Well, they convinced him the next day to go to the hospital. And I said, with his COPD history because of smoking, well, it turns out at some point he caught COVID. And he went into the hospital. He was in there for better part of 2 months, lost like 50, 60 pounds, come out of there, and he now is on permanent oxygen.
I remember when that happened. I remember you talking about it.
When he got released from the hospital, you remember Nancy? Nancy and I stayed there with him for almost a week until the rest of his family, because the only way the doctor would release him is if somebody was there at the house with him. He was so weak that he could barely walk. But his brother is the same way. His brother, he didn't get COVID, but his brother destroyed his lungs from years of smoking. His brother now has, last I heard, 17% of total functional lung capacity.
Wow.
But his brother refuses to get off his ass and move. He runs around on a scooter. Where Don, he refuses to sit on his butt. I just took him on a bear hunting trip, you know. I do a lot for him. You know, it was a lot at these hotels. I mean, lugging bottles and machinery, and I'd make him stay in the vehicle, sit in the air conditioning, and you know, and keep on one of the machines while I got all his stuff inside the room. Then I would come out and get him last, bring him into his room. His machine was already set up and turned on. Once I'd get him set up, then I'd go get my stuff and bring it into the room. You know? But, I mean, he's functionable. If he's sitting in a truck, he's on 3 liters of oxygen on his machine, and he has a machine in the truck and one a big one in the house. So, but he just refuses. The only thing that scares me is he just said this to me again yesterday, that when it comes down to the point where things get too bad, where he can't come out and continue to do these things, he said, well, my quality of life stops. That's when I take the final walk in the woods. And I don't like hearing that. I know what that means, you know? So,
yeah, man.
But I tell you what, you couldn't ask for a nicer guy. And I do a lot for him, and we do a lot for each other. And he's a good friend. He's been a damn good friend. So appreciative of everything I do. And he's still to the stage. Last night he tried to give me $200. He says, here, this is for helping me this week. I'm like, I'm not taking your money, you know. But
should have been 600.
Yeah.
If he would have said 600, I'm like, well, okay. Anyway, that's the long version of the story. But
Well, I think it's a good thing you did for him, and
I think so too.
From what you've described to me yesterday, man, he must have he must be ecstatic right now.
oh, he is. His daughter called me last night. And she said, "Ron," she said, "Dad and I talked today while you guys were on the road. How did she put it? Said he was almost in tears. Said he just said he can't believe he did this trip, and he can't thank you enough." And she goes, "I can't thank you enough." And she goes, "I know I called you before you left, and I was a little worried. I really didn't want you going, up there with him, or him going with you. But she said, man, you made it happen." And I said the whole hour on the phone is all I talked about, So that, in a way, Rodney, that makes me feel good,
Oh yeah, of course.
Well, I know you had mentioned to me a couple of times that how worried you were about you weren't going to be able to do this for him, and it worked out well. It sounds like,
yeah.
and
All my worries, the auction, because legally, and I know at least just in some states, you can. It's not that you can't transport oxygen, if you're an oxygen-dependent person, but you're only allowed so many bottles in a vehicle. Otherwise, you've got to have a placard on there that says you have hazardous materials in your vehicle. I mean, you see these like propane trucks and oxygen trucks, and they've got hazardous materials placards on their trucks. I'm sitting there thinking, holy shit, we got 40 bottles of oxygen. If he would get it, in all seriousness though, if he would get into a bad crash, it would cause one hell of an explosion. I mean, unbelievable explosion.
wow.
But, so I didn't know what the border was how sticky they were gonna be about that. So, but they were cool. They were totally cool. He just had to say, hey, here's my prescription. I need to be on oxygen, and they were totally cool.
Yeah, I got a little taste of Ron's hospitality when he hosted us up there, and I got to tell
That's
you,
right, yeah.
it's all about the guest and not about Ron when you're up there. So he took good
best
care
part
of
about your trip, Dennis, is when your wife, when she complimented me about my fish, cooking fish. She really liked that. And she's like, Ron, this is really good. You did very well cooking this.
She's laughing right now because she heard that.
Oh, okay. Well, you tell her she comes back out, I'll cook her fish and bear meat.
But when you come up next time, he'll cook fish and bear meat.
Oh.
Okay.
Good.
Oh, man. So we were westbound and down.
Cool.
We're taking a totally different route home. If you folks from America can remember the big oil pipeline in North Dakota, that whole debacle about 5 years ago.
Yeah, we don't know, but the Australians probably do.
Yeah, we know all about it.
Yeah.
All those thousands of protesters. That's where we're going to get down. We're going to get down through the reservation.
Oh my!
And take a different route home, and I'm going to take him by Lake Oahe, gigantic lake in South Dakota.
Oahe?
Lake Oahe, in up near Pierce, South Dakota. Big lake. And then there's the Missouri River that runs through there, and some of the best salmon fishing in the nation is right there.
Oh wow!
So you gonna stop and do some fishing?
No, the sad part is we went to Shields in Fargo last week and bought all this fishing gear. I needed a new fishing pole because I can't find half my fishing gear. I lost some stuff. Look how long it took me to find my Rodney Bell hat.
Yeah.
Remember when I moved? It took me months. But I got it. But yeah, so I bought a new fishing pole.
See you, Ron.
Bought that boat last year, but haven't used it yet.
Well, he's back, I guess. Yeah, he's back.
Yeah, you went through a bad spot there, Ron.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Yep. But you're back now.
Back.
Well,
Sort of.
too
Yeah.
soon maybe.
So Gary Brandt, who was just a few minutes ago saying we'll never get to 40 likes, is now saying we have 43
There's 43 likes. Yeah.
with 19 watching. It's pretty good. Gary does miraculous stuff.
I'm still undecided at this stage, but we'll see how we go.
But I'm gonna nick off, guys, because I'm gonna hit the sack because I'm gonna go to work.
I need
Fair
to
enough.
make juice too for.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind
for
doing that
us.
myself.
All righty.
I'm gonna call it a day as well. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for coming on, Dennis, Dominic, Matt,
Appreciate you having me.
Peter,
Bye bye.
Ron.
Good
Bye,
to
Dennis.
see you. Catch you later.
All right, guys.
Yep.
Everybody.
I'm out of here as well.
That's gone. All right.
All right,
Bye,
Dominic.
Dominic.
Have a good
Okay.
day.
All right.
See you
Or good
later.
night.
Bye bye.
Paul, Peter, you too.
Oh, you're kicking me out, eh? Okay, I'll go then.
Oh, I'm not kicking you out.
Yes, you are. You're sort of
hinting.
hinting at it there.
Off with Ron.
Oh, no. I can take a hint. I'm going. See you later. Bye, everyone.
Well, I just thought you would be leaving too. I mean, it is, nighttime.
I know. It's only 11:32 or something.
Well, like I said, I'm going to be on a few more minutes with Ron, so
The night's still young.
yeah, let me. There, that's better.
There, we better.
No, you convinced me. Now I'm going.
Oh, now you're going.
Yeah, now I'm going. Yeah.
Well, all right. Well, it's
Okay.
fine.
All right.
You got.
Nope.
All right. That was a bit premature. All right, guys, I'm really going this time.
All right, Peter. You
All right,
have
Rodney.
a good night, brother.
Well, have a safe trip, Ron, and
All
I'll
right,
catch you
Peter.
again. Okay.
See you later, buddy.
Bye.
It wouldn't be a show without at least one Peter Carroll zinger,
At least, well, he's done a couple of them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I definitely want to say thanks to Gary Foster for getting me the likes. We're up to 46 now, and he made a comment. He goes, "You staying on until you hit 50?" And well, I don't know that I'll be on that long, but if we hit 50 before then all's well.
I did learn one thing in Canada, Rodney. If you have any kind of a tobacco habit, you better get 6 jobs. Guy, I pulled up. I was in a convenience store. Was getting some coffee. Guy bought a pack of cigarettes. It was $40-some a pack.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Good morning, Sunrise Water Media. Chris, good morning.
I was talking to Paul Hodges, and he told me that a lot of people, there's so many reservations up in Canada, that he said, as long as you know somebody, you can go to the reservation and get kind of like homemade cigarettes. You can get like 100 of them for like $12 or something, But yeah, in a store, that guy bought that pack of cigarettes, and I looked over at him, and I wanted to say something like, "Nah, keep your mouth shut." But holy tamale! Whew.
I know it. Well, the cigarettes are getting expensive here too.
Yeah.
I am so glad that I quit. And Joe Fotoleo made a comment in the chats earlier about quitting is hard to do. It really is. And I struggled with it. I went for years. I was taking Wellbutrin. I took that new drug they got out that gives you the vivid dreams. I can't remember the name of it. I tried the patches. I tried the gum. I tried cold turkey. I tried and just completed and did the whole cycle over again. And finally, one day, I'll tell you what it was that made me quit. I went and bought a pack of cigarettes. This was back in March of I want to say 2015. I went and bought a pack of cigarettes, and I was at work. I went out to the smoke area. I lit up that first cigarette, and it tasted terrible. It tasted like it was made out of dog poop.
Ah,
And I smoked about half of it, put it out, and went on back to work. I went out, Chantex, that's it. And I went back out and had a second one after about 45 minutes. And it tasted terrible too. And at that point, I just wadded that whole pack up, said, I'm done. And I haven't smoked since.
how long ago was that, Rodney?
Well, this was back in, I think, March of 2015. So it's been what, 7 years?
Wow. Yeah, nicotine addiction. It's hard. It's just as bad as like alcohol or whatever. It's an addiction and habit. It's hard to break.
It is. And I don't ever criticize people for smoking. We all have a choice. We all can make a choice. And I don't criticize people for smoking, and I'll be honest with you. I get cravings. I still get cravings for it. And
Really?
there are days when I'll go out, I'll be with a friend of mine that smokes, and they'll light up, and it smells so good. It just smells wonderful. And it just makes the craving even more. And then there's other days where it smells, it just stinks.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty
My parents-
fortunate that I was able to quit.
My parents were heavy smokers, and yeah, just I can't be around it now. I start sneezing, and it's terrible. I can't do it. But yeah, my father, he had bypass surgery, and the doctor told him get rid of the nail or the coffin nails. No, he wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
About 3 years after his surgery is when he passed away.
Well, there's a lot of people that, I knew a lady for 40 years. She smoked, and she was fine. But then my uncle smoked. Well, both my uncles on my mom's side smoked, and it killed them both.
Yeah, it's not good. It's funny. My buddy Jim, he's a big Toyota guy. That we were riding around. He rode with me part time up and back in Canada, and he goes, "Ron, this truck ride's really nice." I'm like, "Well, of course it's a Ford, Of course it rides nice." And there was a guy up there. I'll tell you what, Roddy, the people we met, we had two father sons, a grandfather and granddaughter, and then the three of us. There was like 10 people and another guy. It was like 10 or 12 people in camp total. But everybody just, oh my God, it was almost like being on like a drone community. Everybody was just helpful and friendly, and we sat out at the big campfire right outside our room every night and sat out there and had some drinks, and it was relaxing. I'm kind of anxious to. I've never seen an Alaskan coastal brown bear, so I'm curious. They're similar to the lower 48 grizzly bears, but they are bigger. And next week I'll be seeing those big bears.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. But this
this is just going to be a viewing kind of thing, right? You're not actually going to do any hunting?
No hunting, no. I don't get paid enough to hunt up there. It's expensive. You look, you want to do a grizzly bear hunt. By the time your travel and everything, that's even before the taxidermy. You're looking at pushing $20,000 for like a bear hunt.
Yeah. Wow.
But no, I'm going to go up, and I'm going to enjoy that. Just like I said, I have about 36 hours on each end of the actual bear camp that I have to myself, where I can go out and explore. I tried like crazy to get a hold of Jake Sloan. I've emailed him. I've Facebook messaged him. Can't seem to get in touch with him, or I haven't gotten a response from him. I was hoping to hook up because he's right outside of Anchorage. I was hoping to hook up with him and see if he could give me any tips or whatever. Because I fly into Anchorage and then drive the rental car down to the little town of Homer. It's about a 5-hour drive, but they say it is scenic as can be.
Oh, I bet.
So, I may, I have to look at my dates, and you're working night shift, right?
Well, I'm back on my old job. So I'm back to, they got their funding back.
Right.
And so they brought me back to my old, to the contract I was on before they lost the funding.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
good.
So I'm back to my normal schedule of 4 a.m. to noon.
Oh, well, maybe I can try and hook up with you. I'll see what I can do about, depending on where I'm at, if I have cell service, but, I know I said once in a while you do those random lives, but kind of show you where I'm at and what I'm seeing, and if you're interested. But I'll tell you the footage I got on this bear hunt, it's priceless. I'm actually going to do 2 videos. One is going to be like a cinematic, almost like a promotional video for the outfitter, because I know Jason, and I told him I'd do that for him. And but then I'm gonna do a bloopers. Oh my God, some of the bloopers. It's like the one girl. She's just starting to guide. Oh my gosh, she's a young girl. She's probably maybe only 30 years old. Just hysterical and very direct. And one day I asked her for something, and she goes, "Ron, it's in my backpack." I've always been leery about getting in a woman's purse or a backpack or anything. And she could see I was in the back seat of the truck. We're going out to some of the sites. And she goes, "Ron, it's in that one pocket." And I'm like, She goes, "Ron, just get in there and get it." She goes, "You find a tampon, just get over it." I'm like, "Oh, Jesus."
Hey, Ron, One Vision Aerial says that he did talk to Jake about you coming up there, and the easiest way to get hold of Jake is through Instagram.
I don't have Instagram. Shit.
And I'm gonna send this to you. And I copied it out of the chats, so I'm gonna send it to you as a reminder.
Okay.
Just remember, this is from One Vision Aerial. Here, hang on a second. Let's do this. So I know you probably can't see when I had it posted up there because it's
If hey, is One Vision Aerial still on there?
Yeah, he's still here.
Could you, if he wouldn't mind, could he do me a small favor and maybe contact Jake and say, "Hey, Ron," and I tell him to check his Facebook Messenger. I sent Jake a real long Facebook message, and he should remember. It was about a month ago. He was on with Ken Herron, and I sent a message in the chat and said, "Hey, I'm coming up." I said, "Any way of getting a hold of you?" And he said, "Yeah, get a hold of me." So I tried, and I left him. I sent him an email from his YouTube page, and sometimes I know emails go to spam, but then I sent him on Facebook Messenger, and I didn't hear back. I'm like, "Oh, okay." So but I don't know if he's able to look at get a hold of him by see, I don't have Instagram. I don't use it. I haven't used it. I don't know anything about it. But if Jake was able to look at his messenger and then reply back to me or whatever, we could exchange numbers. Or I don't want to take away from him if he's busy or whatever. But man, if we could meet up for a cup of coffee and he could, because he lives up there, if he could tell me some things to do or places to go during my travels, that'd be awesome.
Cool. Yeah. Did you get that One Vision Aerial? I'm sorry. I know you've told me your first name before, and I just can't remember it. So
Dustin. Dustin.
Dustin.
I think it's Dustin.
Dustin. Okay, that sounds familiar. So, yeah, it's Dustin. He just said Dustin. Sorry about that, Dustin. I'm really bad with names, and unless I use it several times in a row, I'll always forget. I'm lucky to remember mine half the time. So, but yeah, Dustin, if you could get hold of Jake and let him know that Ron is trying to get hold of him, and maybe send him or ask him for a phone number or something, or an email, something like that. He says, "I'm with you, Rodney." I'm glad, brother. I'm glad. But yeah. Well, Ron, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go, brother.
All right, and yeah, I'm just gonna turn my tunes on, and so long. Got the cruise control going, and we just gonna go with the flow for the day.
Yeah. Well, like everybody said, be safe.
All right, Rodney, and I'll try and get a hold of you next week while I'm up there, and if it works out, time wise for you, and if I have cell service, whatever. But maybe, I don't know if you're interested in doing one of your Rodney Bell random lives.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Okay.
I usually get off at noon.
Okay.
And so if you're
noon, your time would be
Alaska is what, 4 hours?
It'd be 4 hours, yeah. So it'd be 8 o'clock in the morning. Yeah.
So
because I'm 2 hours from you, and Alaska's 2 hours from me.
Right. So any day but Wednesday.
Okay.
And then the reason why Wednesday is my wife's normal day off.
Okay.
So if we can figure it out, any day but Wednesday would be fine.
Well, maybe you could bring your wife. I've never met the Mrs. Rodney Bell.
Oh, she won't get on the camera.
No. Even for me.
Even for you.
Even for the guy that caused your heart attack. Oh, Jesus.
I don't think she understands that.
All right, buddy. All righty, sir. And Dustin, thank you. Yeah, we'll be in touch, Rodney.
All right, Ron. Well, you be safe, and it's good hearing from you. I'm glad you were able to come on this morning.
Yeah, oh yeah. So, like I said, hopefully soon I'll be sharing lots of pictures and videos.
Absolutely. Be looking forward to it.
All right, buddy.
All right, buddy. Take care.
Talk to you soon. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Everybody in the chat, you guys, thank you so much for being in the chat. I don't think we got quite up to 50, but I do appreciate Gary getting more likes for me. That was awesome. And okay, I'll pass that on to him, Dustin, that you'll get with him. So anyway, y'all take care. Don't forget tomorrow morning, Sunday sunrise, with starting with Drone Bum, coming to me here in Virginia, moving on down to Georgia with Dennis Lovelady, over to Chris Hope unless Fly Natural pops in between Dennis and Chris. And then, of course, after Chris Hope will be Johnny Drone Flyer with Drones and Coffee. So, guys, you all have a great day and a great weekend. Love y'all. Bye now.